game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Just 2 to shoot. Booker can't get it to go.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's George. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That's good defense, but like we say, better offense as Paul George doesn't even think about the kick out. He wants to get those points.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Okogie. Here's Paul, pounded by Westbrook. Westbrook against Paul. Paul George pulls down the board.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
George with it. Booker defending. George drives in. And the jam by George.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Now the Clippers with it. And here's Westbrook. Ayton with the defensive effort.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Leonard on the take. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
What an athlete as Kawhi gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
Booker against George. Outside Booker. Outside Durant. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Just another foray into the paint by Westbrook. Has way too much speed to keep up with him.
Can they get it? Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. Here's Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish. Continues to do so. What a dime.
Booker against Leonard. Plumlee with it. Westbrook with it. Clock at 6. For 3, George. Durant pulls it in.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Here's Okogie. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
And KD keeping his head up that time, becoming a playmaker.
Here's George. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. 40 seconds left in the first quarter here. George against Booker. Leonard for three. And the three-pointer goes. Leonard's got 5 now.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball. He really didn't waste any time.
Here's Paul. Okogie on the wing. Outside Booker. And that one hits the back iron.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Covington passes to Leonard. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Give him 8 points now.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Boy, quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court right now for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at small forward.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Paul with the bucket.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Paul for three. Rebound by the Clippers. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Leonard with the ball, and it's Paul picking him up. Covington against Booker. Kicks it to George. Pass to Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And sometimes it just feels like Leonard enjoys converting on the difficult shots. It feels like backbreakers to the opponents.
A nice shot by Booker.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Okogie pulls down the board. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Booker against Westbrook. Now here's Booker. 5 on the clock. Here's Paul. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. George, a deep 3. He's off on that one. The Suns go the other way with it.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Kicks it to George. Drops in the layup for 2. George has got 9.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Aiden, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Aiden's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
And he drops him first.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-4 run. To the inside, Biyombo. Rebound by the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. And here's Gordon from the arc. Pure from three-point range. Gordon's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Ross. The three-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Powell. Takes it inside. Morris outside. No good on the three. The Suns trailing.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Paul. Can't get it to fall. This one for three. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition.
Thanks very much, Allie.
Your Clippers, 33. The Suns, 23.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. Then there's Eric Gordon. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Here's Biyombo. Back to Payne. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots are still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim.
About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to Payne. No good with the triple. The Clippers in the lead. Gordon, the pass to Morris. Powell against Warren. Outside Ross.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
He had the
goodness.
runway,
Oh, indeed.
and he let it rip.
Nice.
Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Highland misses. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history. And it just didn't play out that way.
Back to Ross. It's Ross on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. And here's Payne outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Leonard gets the bucket.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Ross. And that one is hammered home.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. George passes to Westbrook. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 5 assists in the game. Ross with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Pass to Baisley. Outside Payne. Here's Baisley. George defending. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. For 3, Booker gets the 3 ball to go. Booker's got 11.
You can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to, but still dangerous.
And the basket is good. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Paul shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Paul passes to Booker. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Now, Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Leonard on the take. Pass to Covington. Banked it in off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Booker no good. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Covington passes to Leonard. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. George for 3, and that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
And you can expect Westbrook to find an open shooter, and he trusted him with the pass that time.
Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. The ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. Here's Durant. Here's Okogie. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. And for the Suns, they're shooting only 39% so far in the game. Now Booker going inside. The kick to Durant. Ayton with a screen. And Durant with the big finish.
Great natural instincts of Durant. A good decision maker now on the pick and roll.
Here's George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Westbrook against Paul. Kicks it to George. From deep. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. George has got 9 points now in the second half.
Yeah, Paul George, no problem pulling up well behind the three-point line to knock him down.
Booker for 3, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout. Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Paul passes to Ayton. Okogie on the wing. Ayton, a screen on George. Back to Okogie. 4 on the clock. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Pass to Okogie. Here's Durant. Oh, solid D from Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. For 3, Covington. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game. George against Booker. It's rebounded by George. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Leonard for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Paul against Westbrook. And Ayton with the stuff.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Westbrook, the pass to George. The putback. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Poke loose. And stolen by Leonard. Launches it. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Clippers.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And one player just stole the show tonight. doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paul George.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
On the wing, Durant. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Booker, the pass to Durant. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. And stolen by Leonard.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he sees the man's going to kick the ball out. Wow. I mean, that was great anticipation.
And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it. Here's Westbrook. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. George for 3. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. This one was a hard alley. Good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
into the... building earlier. That's how to make an entrance on the road. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Now here's Covington. The 3 from George. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Jackson against Covington. Memphis moving that ball around. Plumlee against Bane, and the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Westbrook. Covington kicks to Leonard.
They love what Jackson gives them defensively. Great instinct, size, and mobility.
Morant passes to Bane. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
That one falls. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's Leonard. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen, can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And the reflexes are just key. Kawhi is already anticipating that shot before he even gets the ball.
Jackson down low, defended by Covington. And Adams kicks to Bane. On the wing, Jackson looking for Adams. He gets it there. Count the basket.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the Clippers have possession. They trail by 1. Covington in the corner. Leonard against Bane. Leonard inside, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Leonard's got 7.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
Right side, Bane. He dishes it to Adams. Back to Bane. Over George. Offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Drills it from outside. He's got 5.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
Morant drives in, and he goes right over Mason Plumlee and slams it down.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Leonard the pass to Plumlee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, and he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Here's Leonard. The rebound by Steven Adams. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Morant with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Leonard. He has 7. Down low, Plumlee. Outside Covington. Morant against Westbrook. And here's Covington from the arc. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And this is what Covington is known for. Effective at stretching the floor with his outside shooting.
Up top, Adams. Over Plumlee. 3 seconds left. With 1 on the clock. And that one released in time, but no good. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we'll be back shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Have mercy.
Wow. This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
And it's Leonard missing. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Morant passes to Kennard. Morant kicks to Kennard. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Here's Leonard, wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And the rejection by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the block.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
George against Brooks. George, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Morant passes to Adams. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's George. Takes it off the glass. George has got 7.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Morant dishes to Brooks. Out to Morant. He takes it in, and Morant throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Zubac's no good. Memphis leading by 4. Inside, stolen by George. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Outside for George. No good from outside. Grizzlies have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Covington wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Adams with the screen on Leonard. Here's Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
You got to be in control when you go to the rack, and he was not. You can't just run guys over.
Takes it out to Covington. George looking around. There's a screen by Covington. And the rejection by Jackson.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Morant. Both free throws good from Morant. Clippers trail by 5. Outside Leonard to the paint. And the dunk by Zubac.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Love the power finish from Jaren Jackson, pushing right through the contact.
Westbrook drives in. Outside Leonard. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
So on the floor for Memphis. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Luke Kennard out there with Ja Morant. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Left side, George. Drives to the hoop. And George with the stuff.
And this is George at his best, taking it at the defense, playing downhill.
Here's Morant. Kennard for 3. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And George just so aggressive. When he's got that edge inside, he is looking to power it home.
And there's the pass to Jackson. Jackson, a screen on George. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. And Covington sends it back. George against Kennard. Leonard on the wing. Covington, a screen on Morant. Here's Leonard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. It's a one-point game. Covington setting the pick for George. And the dunk by Covington.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Jackson, a screen on Leonard. Morant kicks to Jackson. Now here's Here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. In the corner, Kennard with it. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Kennard's got 5 points so far. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Leonard against Kennard. Leonard the pass to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
And it's an added bonus when Covington gets going. And boy, is he feeling it tonight. Let's see if he can stay aggressive.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. Dishes it to Adams. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Covington finds Leonard. Covington a screen on Adams. Back to Covington. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know.
Finishing with force. Whoa.
That's what I'm talking about. What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Outside for George. Outside Leonard. This one for 3. And they get it back. Here's Highland. Knocks down the 3-ball.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Leonard against Morant. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And it's so difficult to defend Morant in a pick and roll because not only can he get his own, but he can also create passing angles in very tight spaces.
George against Kennard. Back to Covington. Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the alley.
The Grizzlies have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Baines checked in. Both free throws good from Morant. Clippers trail by 3. And Leonard has it in the corner. Pass to Plumlee. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Here's Morant with the drive.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Kicks it out to Leonard. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. From the arc. On the wing, George. Outside Leonard. Back to George. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Moves back up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Grizzlies lead by 2. And coming up. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Morris, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Screen by Adams. Morant dishes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Robert Covington's checked in for Marcus Morris. Payne against Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. Covington down low. Jackson on him. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Here's Morant, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant, and that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Leonard looking over the floor. Plumlee sets the pick for Leonard. Count it, and it's all knotted up.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
This is it to Payne. And that one is stuffed right through.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Leonard draws the double, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. The lead is 2. There's the drive, and then Morant slams it in.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
And the Clippers call time here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked with the team.
Timeout.
He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Clippers trail by 4. Here's George going inside, and it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And George kicks to Westbrook. Left side Leonard to take the lead. Offensive rebound. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Driving in, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Traps in the tray.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
George against Brooks. Outside for George. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Morant outside. Out to the wing. Adams with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Payne looking around. Feeds it to Brooks. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, Brooks is always working hard for this team, and here it pays off with a huge basket.
Takes it out to Leonard. The 3 ball. Hands it from downtown. Leonard's got 9 points in the quarter.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Outside Jackson. On the wing, Payne. Outside for Jackson. The feed to Adams. And intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
Morant against Westbrook. Right side, George. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
The pass to Brooks. It drops.
And this is why Brooks is out there. Amazing watching him come up in the clutch for his squad.
Covington, a screen on Morant. Westbrook passes to Covington. Shades over Adams. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Memphis with it. Drive by Adams. Count!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Covington finds George. Back to Covington. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just one.
That championship mentality of Leonard. This is why they go to him in the clutch. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble again.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the game.
Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, Marcus Morris Sr.
So it's the Clippers now.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. It's tied at 60. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. Loose. Plumlee with the steal. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Westbrook with it. Now defended by Adams. Stolen by Brooks. Morant against Covington. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Big time hoop from Covington. He's had to earn everything he's gotten in his NBA career.
Morant dishes to Adams. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Jackson looking around. Back to Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got it all tied up now for Memphis.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
And it's sent back by George. A Outside Covington. Tipped away. And they'll get another chance. Outside for George. Off target with his three. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Covington with the steal. Outside for George. No good with the triple. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Covington with the steal. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside Covington. And Westbrook, here we go. And Westbrook throws it down.
Fearless. I mean, we haven't seen many like Russ. Guys who crave the biggest moments. You want someone like that on your team.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Westbrook passes to George. Bain against Leonard. Plumlee with a screen on Bain. Ripped away. To the left wing. Here's Morant. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Plumlee with a screen on Bain. George finds Plumlee. Yes!
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Adams, the pass to Brooks. Screen by Adams. Out to Morant. Leonard with the steal. All alone. Money!
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
I smack clowns with mad style.
been. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint.
I think the pull-up jump shot is one of the most dangerous shots in Chris Paul's arsenal. He is so quick on the draw with that shot.
Pass to Brooks. The 3 nails it from beyond the arc.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Booker. Here's Okogie. Outside Paul. On the wing, Durant. 6 to shoot. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Ayton with a screen. For 3, Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
Adams with a screen on Paul. Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Booker.
Blocking foul call. Dylan Brooks. First personal foul. First team foul.
At around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
John Morant. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the triple.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Morant driving to the basket. Morant with the slam.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside Durant. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. John Morant has people on skates.
He drops it from range. Paul's got 6 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bane getting off the ground with ease.
Ayton, a screen on Morant. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
And Phoenix has possession, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Outside Booker. The kick to Durant. The 3. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Here's Morant driving inside, and then Morant with the jam.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Tries to hit him, denied by Morant, and they get it back. Back to Paul. Pass to Durant. Launches a three. Out to the right wing. Hayden's got space. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Love seeing Ayton take these mid-range jumpers. He realizes guys at his position have to hit these kind of shots.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Right side Paul. Here's Booker.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks, using his power on that play.
It's all. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Reason why: excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing, and it's Morant in at the one. Now here's Durant. Three-pointer off the mark.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Lays it up and banks it in. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Memphis?
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
Now here's Jackson to the middle. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Pass to Paul. Hayden with a screen. The shot. Phoenix no good that time either. Memphis leading. Morant with the slam.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
The three, Durant. Ayton. Here's Okogie. Off target from three-point range. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Jaren Jackson, I think about his mobility on the defensive end. He can dart out to the perimeter shooters and recover to the paint better than most guys his size.
And that one falls for Jackson. Well, Smitty with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And here are the Grizzlies. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The ability to stop and start, change pace. Morant's a handful off the dribble.
Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Chalk up 2 there. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Pass to Biyombo. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Moran against Payne, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Shooting for Memphis, Desmond Bain.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
We know he can pass it. He's a tough defender, and Desmond Bain can shoot it from all over.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Jackson, pass to Bain. Moran against Ross. Morant, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Beyond the arc. Another three for Phoenix.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a three.
Jackson with a screen on Payne. Jackson down low. Biombo's there. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one's off.
At the line for the Grizzlies,
And the second free throw is good. And here are the Suns now. Outside Payne. Pass to Baisley from downtown. Drains the triple. Baisley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Over Biombo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Possibly the strongest guy in the league, Steven Adams, forces defenses to be assertive with him.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Conchar comes in for Brooks. And it's Kennard in for Desmond Bain. Now here's Ross. He's got 5. Hits the trifecta.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Payne against Moran. Jackson outside. To the paint. Here's Kennard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Outside Ross. He takes it in. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Morant finds Adams. Morant with the slam!
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Outside Payne fires the 3. The shot misses. And a pretty tightly contested game here. Allie, as always, thank you. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
They've got Bismack Biyombo. Darius Baisley is out there with T.J. Warren. Then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Payne in at the point. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
He has size, but the first step of Terrence Ross is what makes him so good on the drive.
Jackson with a screen on Payne. Pass to Adams. Here's Morant. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. The Suns leading. Left side Ross. Outside Warren. Payne against Morant. Puts up a 3. He buries it from 3. Baisley's got 6.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Ooh, good work defensively by Biyombo.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Nice shot by Ross.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Man, the defender really went after him.
The free throw drops for Morant.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And here's Payne. Pass to Baisley. There's the triple. And the Suns get another three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
The free throw drops for Morant.
Suns foul.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Phoenix calls timeout. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. The Suns have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Outside Durant. And that one drops for him. Durant's got 6 points.
He's so polished. All Durant needs is a little airspace to get his shot off.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Yep, count it.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Phoenix has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. The kick to Durant. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Morant. They get the rebound.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Kennard against Booker. Here's Okogie. Outside for Booker. Just 4 to shoot. Off target with the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Conchar. From the arc. Knocks down the triple. And now just a 1-point Suns lead.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
And again, it's the Suns missing. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. With the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And he gets the bucket. Give him 8 points now.
What an opportunity for Chris Paul to drive the basketball. He sees an opening and cuts inside.
Jackson outside. Here's Conchar. Shoots from 12. Kennard finds Morant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Chris Paul.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
The first free throw is good. And Morant drops them both. The Suns trailing. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Ayton with a screen. Here's a 3 from Paul. Grizzlies with the rebound. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Morant. Oh, denied by Durant.
Beautiful defense from KD, a capable shot blocker, both on ball and in help situations.
Yes! And the foul! It'll go on Luke Kennard.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Free throws good from Durant. So it's the Grizzlies now, trailing by 2. Morant, the pass to Kennard. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk!
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Okogie. Takes a 3. Sinks it from distance. And And the Suns lead by 3.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Morant finds Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Kennard can't get it to go. Booker for 3. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. And not so fast.
The previous play is under
shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Ayton. And the layup falls.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Morant against Paul. The drive by Morant. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
The Suns leading. Durant inside, defended by Jackson. And Durant with the big finish.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Back to Booker. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
Here's Paul, 5 to shoot. Uncovered. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. Bain comes in for Kennard. We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. Outside Morant. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Paul. Pass to Okogie. It's tipped. Adams, the pass to Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Fires in the triple. And the Suns lead by 7.
It's a real challenge to contain Chris Paul off pick and roll basketball. Reason why he can pass it at an elite level and shoot it at an elite level.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. The 3 from Bain. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job.
Ayton, a screen on Brooks. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And he stays with it. Outside Paul. Pass to Durant. Takes the 3. 4 on the clock. Booker for 3. That shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. Okogie pulls down the board. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Booker with it. Checked by Brooks. Here's a 3 from Paul. Connects from downtown. Paul's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Phoenix has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. There's the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
For 3, Durant. It's not going to go for him. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Ball passes to Booker. Ayton, a screen on Bane. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. Pass to Okogie. And here's Durant. The 3-ball. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Suns.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Chris Paul.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
No good on that one. Good on the second one.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Booker for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Brooks outside. The 3 is up. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Adams. Morant's got 37. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. The 3 is up. Counted from distance.
Quick trigger from Chris Paul, putting the shot up before the D can get on him.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the one. Now here's Paul. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. George against Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Devin Booker's game is finesse, but if you open up a window to jam it, he'll finish it.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Now Covington. After Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. They get it back. The kick out to Westbrook. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Really encouraging when Russell Westbrook is making that three-point shot, because when he does, he's an impossible check.
Paul for three. Rebounded by Covington. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you can see Covington's speed and transition opportunities. That was a nice job getting out in front.
Here's Booker, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on George.
Clearly a foul.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game. Both free throws good from Booker.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Double team on Westbrook. To the inside, Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Westbrook on multiple occasions has averaged double-digit assists. You know he knows exactly when to deliver the pass.
On the wing, George. Defended by Booker. And George kicks to Leonard. Plumlee sets the pick for Leonard. Again, the Clippers.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community?
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community. Well, heads-up play from Okogie. Got to be shot ready on the catch. He was more than up to the task.
They double him with Ayton. Kicks it out to Leonard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3-point field goal.
Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook dishes to Plumlee. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Russell Westbrook right now sharing the wealth, getting his teammates involved. Love it.
For 3, Booker. That one, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's George, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Here's Booker, and it's sent back by George.
Boy, Paul George making his presence felt on the defensive end. The length comes into play right there.
Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. 10 points for him.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's Durant on the wing. There's the pass to Paul. Ayton a screen on Leonard. Down low. Will it go? And Ayton throws it down.
Boy, look at how natural DeAndre Ayton looks in the pick and roll. This guy is smart. He understands how to navigate.
Takes it out to Covington. Fires it up. Leonard on the wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Suns trail by 7. Here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Booker. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the...
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Now, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
Westbrook, no good. Suns trailing. Pass to Ayton. Paul, left side. Passes it to Okogie. It's tipped. Durant against Covington. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, Kawhi understands that the team relies on him for consistent productivity.
Booker, the pass to Okogie. Back to Booker. From downtown. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. On the wing, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 6.
Paul George playing through the contact right there. You like somebody who's willing to navigate traffic.
And Ayton throws it down.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
George looking around. The kick out to Westbrook. Outside, Covington. Booker with it. Leonard picks him up. Leonard against KD. And the pass to Okogie. Stolen by George. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Zubac with the screen for George. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Westbrook kicks to George.
This guy is edgy, he's tough, and he's willing to make multiple efforts. Josh Okogie on the floor for this exactly, his ability to guard people.
When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunity.
Count that bucket.
Kawhi Leonard, if you allow him to get to his spots, it's an easy score. In the painted area, that's easy money.
Booker the pass to Durant. Booker against George. Booker no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Westbrook. Here he goes. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on 8.
The motor of Russell Westbrook is absolutely amazing. This guy stays with his shot even through the tough contact.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The Clippers also making some changes. Morris is checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gordon in for Paul George. Tries again. It's Biyombo with the rebound. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Phoenix. 6-point game. They set the pick. To the wing right side. Clock at 6. Kane kicks to Warren. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And the dunk by Powell.
How about that vertical from Norman Powell off the deck? Give him a window to drive it and finish. Yes, sir.
Gordon against Ross. And Ross with the slam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Westbrook kicks to Morris. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Misses the J after tricking the D with an empty pass fake. Ross on the wing. Outside Warren. No good on the triple. Here's Powell. The shot will not fall. And so it's Los Angeles. Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your son, 25. The Clippers, 31.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move. So far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the 1 spot.
Boy, Darius Bazley is enticing, guys. You're talking about a lengthy, athletic big man with outstanding versatility.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Lays it up off the glass. Powell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
Well, Phoenix shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Pass to Warren. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Biyombo. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, there's a physicality that you've got to deal with when Bismack Biyombo is determined to finish. That's nice.
Out to Morris. Outside Gordon. Back to Morris. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Warren.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there. The Suns have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. He hits both from the stripe. Suns trail by 7. Pass to Okogie. 3-pointer. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Okogie's got 6.
Now, this is an aspect of his game that Josh Okogie continues to hone and refine. If he can get that jumper working, look out.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Westbrook passes to Covington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Devin Booker.
Tremendous job by Robert Covington to get the defense committed and draw the contact. Nice.
And the second free throw, good. Now Kevin Durant. He has 5. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. And it's Covington atop the key. That one misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker looking around. Right side, Kevin Durant. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 7 points in the game.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
Outside Westbrook. To the paint, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Westbrook dishes to Covington.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
In the corner, it's Plumlee. 2 on the clock. Here's Leonard. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Outside, KD. There's the pick. Driving inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
George against Booker. He feeds it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Paul with the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Westbrook, here we go. Outside, George. Kicks it out to Covington. And there's the feed to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
The assist.
Well, Covington's a guy that has a team-first mentality, so if he sees an open teammate, I promise he'll deliver.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Westbrook kicks to George. A 3-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's got the jumper. He shows you right there. I'm going to rock the rim. Leave no doubt, KD.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. Dishes it to Plumlee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on 8.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he can't hit the second. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty cool.
Oh!
Wow. My goodness, is there anything better than watching Westbrook hammer at home? My goodness gracious, Russell.
And it's off from three-point range. Durant dishes to Booker. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Back to Durant. Feeds to Booker. Covington with the steal. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Westbrook passes to Plumlee. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's George. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. From deep three-point range, and KD good for 3.
Look at Kevin Durant, all 6'9", but what a handle. Gosh, that move was pretty.
George against Durant. And Plumlee kicks to George. Plumlee sets the pick for Leonard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Booker against George. Durant down low. Kicks it out to Paul to tie it up. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Westbrook surveying the D. Outside Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
First team foul.
Outside, KD. Paul outside. KD a screen on Westbrook.
I love that Russell Westbrook tries to be disruptive. His ability to use his speed to contest is a thing of beauty.
And Leonard has it in the corner. The pass to Covington. Outside Westbrook. Kicks it out to Covington. Just 5 on the clock. You can't get that one. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Trailing by 5. Booker dishes to Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
KD a screen on Plumlee. Paul can't get that one to fall.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Covington passes to Leonard. Back to Covington. Outside Westbrook. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Westbrook.
Well, that's about strength from Paul George. You touch the paint, he will finish.
Paul dishes to Ayton. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Leonard sets a screen for Westbrook. Leonard inside, defended by Paul. Takes it out to Covington. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Ball with the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. It's George on the wing. The tray. Westbrook against Paul. Puts the move on. And Westbrook lays it in. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
Well, great work from Russell Westbrook. The closer he is, the more aggressive he becomes.
Here's Ayton. Back to Booker. Over Plumlee. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. That shot wide open. Covington's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Durant, no good. Outside Leonard. No good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Adams finds Morant. Morant with the slam!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
George with it. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Leonard. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
George against Bain. George, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
George has gone 1 for 3 on the night. On the wing, Brooks fires the 3. That shot off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard on the take, and he comes up with a bucket. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be.
That is what I'm talking about.
Wow. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Driving in. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Back to Brooks. And here's Adams. Leonard defending. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Here's Bain. And a miss there off the inbound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Leonard on the wing. For 3. Buries it from 3. Leonard's got 5 points.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
Leonard against Morant. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Fires for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Bain. Here's Covington. And the shot goes.
Good to see Covington get in there and challenge the defense.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Morant against Covington. Here's Jackson. And there's the drive. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Clippers in the lead. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Bain against Covington. And he lobs it up to the rim. Shot clock at 6. Outside Morant. Inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
2 shots.
And Adams drops them both. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Leonard for 3. That's good. And so Westbrook. With the assist. Leonard's got 8.
Well, Westbrook involving his teammates is one thing, but not missing guys wide open, that helps.
Morant against Leonard. Now here's Morant. He has 6. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Jackson. Can't get it to drop. And Los Angeles the other way now. 3 on 3. Here's George.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
First free throw is good. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Kennard's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Leonard against Morant. Pass to Kennard. Let's go with a 3. And another miss by Memphis.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And the free throw, no good.
Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it, always working hard to bring something out the next season.
Here's George. Uses the glass on the layup. He has 7.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Kennard. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Brooks from outside. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead, leading. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at point guard. George right side. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Yeah, no more can we talk about underrated jumping ability from the Plumlees. Suddenly he's up and attacking the rim.
Morant into the lane.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Plumlee, plenty of space. And it's off the back of the rim, no good. Memphis trailing here.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
George with it, Jackson in his pocket. Here's Leonard. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 10 points.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Here's Morant, and it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And the Clippers with the ball. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And the jam by George.
And Paul George had great position that time, an easy deuce.
And Memphis shooting only 23% so far. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
And it's the Clippers on the break. Leonard for 3. And Morant clears the board. Jackson, pass to Adams. Jackson with it. Picked up by Plumlee. Kennard has the open look. And that one's long.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. just unable to do so.
George, good.
Paul George just quick and smooth that time coming down the lane.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Knocks it down from distance.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Leonard against Brooks. Westbrook outside. And then Westbrook slams it in.
I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
Morant, the pass to Kennard. Jackson on the wing. Adams with a screen on Covington. From inside, Jackson. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. Leonard with the ball, guarded by Morant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, it had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Bane, he's checked in for Memphis. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Pass to Zubac. 54 seconds left in the first half. Throw it down on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Here's Highland. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. There's Jackson with the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Morris for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Bane, no good. Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And the jam by George.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Adams with the ball. Here's Morant. Oh, got it off in time, but it's... And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys, BA, are getting a little more creative in practicing that. They will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
Morant deflected. Leonard for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Leonard's got 17.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And Morant drops them both. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Here's Highland. Here's Zubats. Pass to Highland. Morris outside. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Morris has got his first 2 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Morant with it. He's got 18. Jackson. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup. Jackson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Finishing through contact. Jackson showing why a 6'11" guy with real shooting ability is so dangerous.
Zubats' shot is off. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Jackson finds Bain. Now Morant. Jackson on the wing. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Morant off the inbound pass. And it's laid in by Jackson. He has 7.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
From deep, Bain. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard on the wing. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. For Memphis, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Morant with it, guarded now by George. And so they foul intentionally.
14 foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Here's Leonard. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And the team leans on him for moments like this where they need him to dominate offensively.
Here's Morant. And he drives in. There's the block. George outside. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. George has got 19 points.
And he just keeps finding shots. So much confidence on display.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
George outside. On the take. Pass to Highland. Back to Morris. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Okay, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. And stolen by Leonard. George against Bain. George's shot is off. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Jackson outside. George against Bain. And they get it back. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
And the basket by Leonard.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
The 3 from Bain. Releases. Misses the jumper. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Los Angeles Clippers. He's been a... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the one. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Pass to Plumlee, and stolen by Bane. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. Into the lane, and here's George. Out to Covington. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant, the pass to Brooks. To the right side. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Westbrook right side. And Westbrook slams it home.
So good with making plays off of the bounce. So difficult to stay with him defensively.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And the basket by Leonard.
Consistent shooter from all 3 levels. Kawhi Leonard, the first option they typically look for, and for very good reason.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 17-footer. That one's wide left.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Morant against Leonard. Pass to Conchar. Back to Morant. On the wing, Conchar. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. Westbrook with it. Guarded by Morant. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Conchar. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's Leonard. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
Kawhi playing at his own pace. He can really control the game off the bounce.
Payne, no good. Los Angeles has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Leonard finds Covington. Three-pointer. Another shot. And the basket by Plumlee. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Bane. Jackson, the pass to Bane. Jackson with a screen on George. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Covington.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And as it was happening...
Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
George passes to Leonard. Here's the three. Knocks down the long J.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Adams with a screen on George. 30 seconds left in the game. Conchar. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And here's Morant. From deep. No good. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. This one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Brent.
I smack clowns with mad style.
teams scoring off in this one. Richard, this is a game that's been on the radar for a long time.
Yeah, there's only a few regular season games that people actually look forward to, but this one, it gives us a good gauge of where the best teams are. A preview of how they could approach a potential playoff battle down the road.
Oh, well said. Yeah, a peek to what could be a matchup in the playoffs. Absolutely. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Now here's Booker. The drive by Paul. Ayton a screen on Bain. Booker with no one around hits the 3-point bomb.
A reliable 3-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Here's Morant, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So it's Phoenix now. It's a 3-point game.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
KD dishes to Ayton. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive. Pass to Okogie. Booker outside. From outside the arc. Connects from 3-point range. Booker's got 6. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Adams. Kicks to Brooks. Back to Adams. And that time, also a missed shot. The Suns have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Ayton with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Ayton sets the pick for Durant. On the wing, Booker. Out to KD. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. He has 5.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
That free throw, no good.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large unit.
Brooks with no one around, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Suns. Ball surveying the floor, and the 3 ball is good.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Morant. And a miss there on the triple. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thanks, David. And there's Brooks putting it right back in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Booker. 9 points in the game so far. Lets it go from deep. Drains the 3-pointer. Booker's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Paul. The three from KD. They get it again. Kicks it out to Booker. He feeds it to Ayton. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Ball against Jackson. Fires the three. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
Booker outside. Kicks it out to Paul. The three. And then Durant with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns feeling good about their... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Phoenix. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
On the court right now, second quarter starts for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the three, the small forward. Adams with the screen on Paul. Hits the target from 18 feet. Morant's got 7.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Booker the pass to Okogie. That three off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Got that one up quick. Baines got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Paul kicks to Durant. Paul passes to KD. The three. And they recover it. Booker outside. The fadeaway. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster.
Memphis shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Paul passes to Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Morant.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters to help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Morant finds Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bain's got it back down to single digits for Memphis.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
To Okogie. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Morant's against Paul. Pitches to Brooks. Adams sets the pick for Payne. His three-pointers off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Out to KD. 1:39 left in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. There's the triple. And it's Morant with the rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Booker the pass to Paul. Booker against Jackson. Booker, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bane drawn the double team. Now here's Morant for 3. And again, Memphis no good. Suns leading by 9. Right wing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ayton a screen on Adams. And the wide open shot from Paul drills the three-pointer. Paul's got 6.
Good luck at trying to match up with Paul in these sets. He's just so good. It's nearly impossible trying to stop him from breaking your defense apart.
Bane, no good. And KD's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Basket, good. He's got 14.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Brooks outside. Jackson kicks to Bane. That'll do it for the first half. Sun, thanks so much, David and Wilson.
The Grizzlies, 21. The Suns, 35.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Kennard is out there with Morant, and it's Brooks in at the small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. It's stolen by Adams. And here's Kennard. Here's Morant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Warren kicks to Ross. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. The Grizzlies trail by 10. A big dunk at the end of the break.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
And they need to use that momentum, clawing their way back via fast break points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Biyombo kicks to Payne. Outside Warren. Kennard against Ross. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Offensive rebound. Adams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
And Memphis making a change here. Konchar's checked in. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Passes it to Baisley. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Back to Ross. Lets the three fly. Another three for Phoenix.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end. Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Right side Warren. Now here's Ross. He has 6. And the 3 off target. Here's Kennard. Jackson in the corner. Fires for 3. Doesn't go for him. Suns leading by 14. And the rejection by Jackson. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Baisley's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Kennard for 3. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Ross kicks to Biyombo. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Oh, dynamic. 2-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. And Morant throws it down.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Payne gets a wide open look. 1:12 left to play in the third. Baisley, another 3 for Phoenix.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Morant.
Oh, yes! And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Ross against Kennard. It's stolen by Adams. Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. And stolen by Payne. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Ross. Here's the screen for 3. Good on the triple. Ross has got 9. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Now the pass to Jackson. From deep. He can't hit that time. Now Ross for the 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. And it's Morant missing. Well, Phoenix shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Outside Durant. He kicks it to Booker. Here's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. KD's got 3 assists in the game. Kennard for 3. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Another three for Phoenix. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant, and he drives in and finished off by Morant.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Outside Durant. Pocket 6. Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Kennard. And they'll get another chance. Here's Jackson. Here's Conchar. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And he makes the first.
John Conchar. 2 shots.
So he gets them both. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Paul outside. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Here's KD. Over in the corner, Paul. Ayton a screen on Morant. 5 to shoot. Pass to Durant. Fires the 3.
They love what Jackson gives them defensively. Great instinct, size, and mobility.
Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Morant surveying the D. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And what really distinguishes Jackson, the soft touch of his shot. Most young bigs are still developing.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Suns leading by 20. Durant sets a screen for Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
They grab their own miss. Conchar, the layup missed.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And Booker kicks to KD. Ayton a screen on Morant. Booker no good. And here are the Grizzlies now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Kennard's shot is off.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Booker looking around. Morant with the steal.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Kennard against Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Ayton inside. Outside, KD. Ayton trying to break free. No good on the 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Great D there. Just quick hands on that one.
foul. Kevin Durant, second personal foul. 14 foul.
First free throw is good.
John Carter at the line for two.
Good on both. Phoenix controlling this game. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Durant sets a screen for Paul. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Here's Conchar. Missed. So it's the Suns winning easily here to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did.
I smack clowns with mad style.